So today, for our Sunday self-care circle, I thought we would work on generating some awareness and unsticking energy in our heart center, as well as our side bodies. So our practice is going to be considered a lateral practice. So when we talk about laterals, we're talking about the sides of the body, and we're talking about like the energetics of these movements. So the after effect of what these movements are going to provide is hopefully an increased benefit to your respiratory system as well as to your circulatory system. Now, some of the poses might also feel a little energizing. It is an energizing practice. If you think about getting enough oxygen into your lungs, you're going to notice like, oh, I feel a little bit more energized. So this practice should help with feeling a little bit more ready to go. Sometimes when we change seasons right now, it's a little heavy, there's darkness, we've got some wind. Today's a warmer day, however. But just so you know, like we're wanting to work with the energy that we've got. And so sometimes we want to give a little bit of an opposite effect so that we can bring about the balance. So with the fall, we've got a lot of wind, a lot of movement. It's not very grounding. And so we want to work with that energy to help stay healthy, to help stay strong. So this also is working, this particular practice helps us coordinate all of our movements together. So there is a energy body, and well, there's many energy bodies, and there is a certain vayu. So different wind and movement energies. And there's one called Vyana Vayu, which is the coordinating force. So sometimes there are people who feel like uncoordinated. They're always tripping, they're always dropping things. Like this energy helps bring about balance, helps bring about stability, if you want to think about it that way. So we really love practices like this because it's going to help you connect to these certain areas of your body, but at the same time, it's activating in a really beneficial way the sympathetic nervous system. Okay, so we're getting things going, we're tapping into the adrenals, but we're doing it in a way that's mindfully sequenced and aligned in the way that we want to end the practice. We're not just getting all amped up and know where to take this energy. We're going to recirculate it back into the system by the end of the practice. All right, so today I would like you to have a strap. I have a block just in case. You might want a bolster. I've got a couple blankets. I've got an eye pillow, but we're going to be doing some opening through the sides bodies. So it's nice to also have access to that strap. All right, so as we get started, we are going to first do a little something that we haven't done for a while. We're going to open our session with a chant. Now, this is the prayer for enlightenment, and it just felt like a really nice one to do when it's so dark in the morning, because the translation of this prayer is, lead us from darkness to light. Lead me from like the unreal to the real. From ignorance to truth, lead me from ignorance to wisdom, and from death to eternity, lead me from mortality to immortality to the ultimate truth, and let peace prevail everywhere. So I'll just chant it a few times through, and then you can join me if you want, or you can just sort of allow it to echo through you. But yeah, it's just fun, and my kids really like to do this one with me. Okay, just to make sure I don't lose my train of thought while I'm doing this, I'm going to keep my paper with me. So I'm going to start with an Om, and then we'll get into it. Om Asato Ma Sat Gamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityo Ma Amratam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti, Shanti. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amratam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. All right, so meeting me at the top of your mat. I'm just going to have you stand at the top of your mat, and I want you to think about what you're needing today with your practice. If you feel like me, wanting to kind of let go of some of the darkness that you might be feeling, whether it's just physically a heaviness or even inside, you can tap into that. Or maybe there's something about stability that you're looking for, movement, relationships, but just ground down through the four corners of your feet and start to breathe into the belly, breathe into the heart, and consider what you want to dedicate this practice to today. Mine is an after effect of feeling light, mentally, emotionally, physically. Good. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring your hands to either side of the hips, roll the shoulders back, lift the toes off the ground, and then gently place the toes back down and just feel into the feet. Draw the awareness up through the ankles, the shins and calf. And just making that connection to your body. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, fold. Plant the hands on the ground, let your head hang. Maybe you want to shake it for a minute. And then look up, flat back. Keep the fingertips on the floor so the knees have to be bent. And then on your exhale, step the right leg back. Maybe drop the back knee, bring your hands to the side, and then sweep them up if you like. If your low back isn't into this yet, that's okay. You don't have to come so far into a back bend. Roll the shoulders down and away. Breathe. Exhale. Plant the hands. And then step back into your Uttanasana, forward fold, knees bent, hands on the floor. Good. Inhale, look up, flat back. And then this time, exhale, step the left leg behind you, sweep the arms up. Slight chin tuck. Inhale to prepare, exhale, step back to the top of the mat into your forward fold. Let the head hang. Inhale, this time when you sweep up, you're going to come into a chair. And then inhale all the way up. And exhale your hands to heart. Gonna do that a couple more times. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands on the floor. Inhale, look up. Flat back, fingertips on the floor, knees are still probably fairly bent. Exhale, step the right leg back behind you, drop the knee, sweep the arms up. Exhale, step back to the top into your forward fold, let the head hang. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, step the left leg long behind you this time, sweep up. Exhale, step the hands, or bring the hands to the top of the mat. Step back, forward fold, and then this time, sweep yourself up into a gentle chair. Exhale, deepen. Inhale all the way back up. Hands to heart. One more time through. When you're doing this, just feel the opening through the sides of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, flat back, fingertips on the floor. Exhale, step the right leg long behind you. You don't have to drop it if you don't want to this time. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, plant the hand, step the foot back up, forward fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, step the left leg long behind you. You can drop the knee or not. Sweep up. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale, sweep up into chair. Exhale, deepen. Inhale all the way back up. And exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes, check in. How are you feeling? What are you noticing? Good. Now, blinking your eyes back open, widening your stance on your mat so that the edges of your feet are touching almost the edge of the mat. And now I want you to just hang forward, bend those knees, bring a hand to either elbow, and just allow yourself to rock or shake like a rag doll. Breathe into your hamstrings. And when you're ready, gently, slowly roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Good. All right, so I'm going to have you have a longer stance. So you're going to have your right foot forward, your left foot back. Now the feet are going to be somewhat wide, not quite touching each edge possibly of your mat, but you want the hip headlights to feel like they're fully facing forward on your mat. Now, this is a great place to be for warrior one, but I'm going to just bring my foot slightly back because we're going to do triangle. So your hips are facing forward. You're going to bring your right arm up, micro bend in the front knee. You're going to hinge yourself forward with the hips, coming as far forward as you can till you can place your hand on your right shin, and you're going to press your shin into your palm and your palm into your shin. So they're making a nice connection. So you're feeling a loop of energy through the legs. Then you're going to take the left hand, and what we're going to do here, many of you have done this before, but what we're going to give our body some feedback. We want the twist on our triangle to come from the lowest part of our body. So you're just going to draw your left hand across the right hip along the navel and just tell the pelvis and that low belly to start to twist. And you're going to bring the arm up. You can look up, or if your neck and shoulders are tight, you can look to the side or look down. When you're ready, I want you on your next inhale to push and pull yourself back up. And we're going to step to the top of the mat, pedal it out. Do this on the other side. So step the right foot back. Hip headlights facing forward, this time left arm up. You're going to hip hinge forward, micro bend in that front knee, getting into that hamstring. Press the left hand into the left shin. Take that right hand just for that feedback, tap the left hip, and then draw it across the navel. Bring the arm up. You can look up at the arm or look down or to the side. Also, I should